What are the daily commitments that you should tell yourself in order to see change in your life? So let us learn it from this video. Om Shanti, I'm Garrett, yogi, life coach as well as spiritual enthusiast. So a lot of my works in this channel is to spread the words of love, light and positive message out to the world. So if you can resonate with some of my contents, please show some love, hit like, subscribe and share your learnings in the comment section below. It will help you reaffirm your learnings as well as to help those that are about to watch this video as well. So today's topic for AGA is all about life transformation daily commitments that you should speak to yourself or maybe remind yourself daily. Okay, so this question actually came from Renee. So, hi Garrett, trust you are doing well. Can you please share some daily tips for personal development or life transformation in this AGA? Much appreciated. Thanks, Renee. So, okay, so this is all about commitments that you should tell yourself daily. Okay, daily reminders. So let's start the topic for today. Okay, so every day, right, in the morning, if you start the day off with this simple thought in your mind that today, wherever I go, or I will actually create a peaceful and loving, joyful world. Okay, if you fall down 100 times a day, what does it matter for a committed person? There is no such thing as failure. If you fall down 100 times, 100 lessons to be learned. Simple as that. If you commit yourself like this to creating what you really care for, now your mind gets organized. Once your mind gets organized, the way you think is the way you feel. Your emotions will get organized as well. Once your thoughts and your emotions is organized, your energies will get organized in the same direction. Simple as that. Okay? Once your thought, emotions and energies are all organized, your body, your very body will also get organized. Okay? So once all these four elements, right, are organized in one direction, your ability to create and manifest what you want is phenomenal. Okay? So there is no point in anybody trying to make the process of life unpleasant for themselves. Always remind yourself this. We do not know what big things will become in our life. So whether you are going to climb Mount Everest or not, okay, whether you're going to run 100 meters in 8 or 7 seconds or not, whether you're gonna beat a sunbird or not, okay, it's not important. Whether you're going to become a billionaire or not, all this we do not know. But there's one thing we deserve, that's the process of life. Okay, is this life that we are living in has a pleasant experience, and this one thing every human being deserves. Okay, so other things, right, according to their capabilities, that we should not mention. All the other things according to their capabilities. This one thing every human being deserves is that you make the experience of life into your pleasant process. This much must happen, isn't it? Right? So other things, right, they may happen, they may not happen, because they are subject to various realities that is not just you. Those situations, right, are not just you, isn't it? Ask yourself, most of the time, any situations or people come to you is not just your problem anymore, right? It's up to other people and other realities. So those situations are so many things. This one thing, we all can do it. If this one thing happens, life is simply beautiful. So according to our capabilities, right, each one will do whatever we can. Okay, that's all there is to life, isn't it? But this one thing should happen, so you must be a volunteer always. Okay, what being a volunteer means? You're doing your life willingly. That's all it means. Simple as that. Right now, if you say I'm a volunteer, what it means is I am doing whatever I am doing willingly. Okay, that's the meaning of volunteer. So this is all the choice we all have. You can either do your life willingly or unwillingly. If you do it willingly, it becomes a love affair. If you do it willingly, it becomes your heaven. If you do it unwillingly, it will become hell. That's all the difference. Anything that you're doing in your life, if you're doing it willingly, it is a beautiful thing. If it's happening to you unwillingly, it's a horrible thing. So being a volunteer does not mean washing the dishes, cutting vegetables. It does not mean this or that. Learning to become willing in all kinds of situations, right? That you do every moment of your life willingly, not unwillingly. Because the moment of unwillingness comes, even if the most beautiful thing is happening to you, it feels like you're being bothered by it, okay? By life itself. So if you are unwilling and people push you into heaven, you will suffer, isn't it? And how do you know you are not already in heaven? That is what I always say, right? Is there any proof that we are experiencing is actually not heaven? Because you are unwilling, even the heaven is considered ugly. So if you're willing, it's very beautiful, and only if you are willing to become available to grace. Otherwise, you will have to plot every step, which is not easy in this world. If you only want to work with ideal people, you must go to heaven, okay? But today, if you think what you're doing is very significant, you must learn to work with all these horrible people. This is how the world is. So, learning to work with all kinds of people, you will see horrible people will do wonderful things. But if you want to work with ideal people, you won't find any. Simply, I haven't found anyone that's just like that. No perfect being on earth. All kinds of mixed bags. But if you are willing that you are not yes and no, yes to one and no to another, you simply are one big yes. Okay? You will find a way. It doesn't matter what you want to do in your life. One thing must happen. Your body and your brain should not come in your way. They must work for you. Never your body and your mind should not come in the way of who you want to be. Right now, for most people, they themselves are a big issue. When you are an issue, how will you address the issues of the world? If you really want to address the issues in the world, this one should never be an issue, isn't it? I am not the issue here. I am never the problem. If there are problems, I will deal with it, but I am never the problem. This must happen to you. A simple reminder. We need to make ourselves like this, that you are never the problem. You're always a part of the solution, never a part of the problem. Because the greatest fulfillment in one's life is that you function in such a way that you could do something which is much larger than yourself. This must happen. This is the highest fulfillment of activity, that you are able to do something which is larger than yourself. Only then you will see fulfillment in activity. Activity is one thing, but one more most important thing is that now how you are, can you make this happen for yourself, that you are never the problem. You are not the issue in your life. Other issues, if they come, we will deal with it to the best of our ability. But this should not be an issue, isn't it? This can be easily done, very simple process. If you invest on 20 to 30 minutes a day, you can bring this possibility into your life. It just needs a certain orientation, because life is continuously upwards. To turn it inward, it needs a certain help, and situation has to be created to make that happen. We can't just continue to live life like this, which is insulating our humanity and our thinking. Everything is simply okay. It's time we have a living humanity, that our heart beats for everything. Our heart bleeds for everything, and we will do the best we can do in our lives. If we do not do what we cannot do, there is no problem. But if we do not do what we can do, we are a disastrous life, isn't it? Okay, so all of these are simple commitments that you can tell yourself. So I actually mentioned 4 of these commitments. Okay, daily reminder to yourself. Commit this to yourself each day when you just wake up and you set yourself off to work. Okay, so hope you learned something from this video, and if you do, please share your learnings, and maybe if you can, hit like and subscribe. Okay, and it would be very good if you could also support me on Patreon. I will slowly build this up in my Patreon page as well. Okay, I'm ending this video off. Much love and blessings to you. Om Shanti.